and after last night's action in the Championship, we want to know, are any of the current teams in the bottom three better than Leeds right now? This is Drive, this is talkSPORT, and you can get involved by picking up the phone 03717 22 33 44.
Johnny Wilkinson, great guy.
Jack, just random buttons doesn't mean anything. Look at Jack giggling away. No. Jack would absolutely... You know Jack's best job in the world could be? Writing the jokes in Christmas crackers.
Yeah.
Jack would like... But it wouldn't make any sense, would it?
No.
It'd just be random sentences.
Trust me.
DB, how are you? Are you good? Are you well? Everything all right in your world?
Yeah, I'm good, to be fair. I'm good. I mean, not a lot to report since yesterday.
No.
I mean, I know we're going to start with the game, but what a game. Sheffield United Leeds.
Should we start with it? Should we jump straight in it? Because we have got Ben Shalom, we have got Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn's joining us in about 10 minutes. Ben Shalom in about an hour.
Yep.
And it is...
Denzel's coming at 6:30.
Yes, you've got Denzel Washington on the show, yeah. We've got Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt will be joining us as well.
I can't believe it.
Busy show. Some of those names aren't necessarily true.
They're not confirmed yet.
They haven't confirmed, but Ben Shalom and Eddie Hearn
have.
More importantly, out of the other names, we didn't care about them, they will be joining us ahead of what I think will be a fascinating fight. I'm really, really excited about it. You're not, I am, I really am.
I read something this morning, or heard something this morning. I don't know how true it is.
You can read?
Yeah. Did Turki Al-Sheikh say the winner of this fight fights Canelo?
I wouldn't necessarily...
No, but it was Sky Sports that said it.
That's what he wants.
Goodness, I mean, that is incentive, that.
The money they've got out there, I mean, they're like that.
Honestly, that guy just making super fights. You know what I mean? Left, right, centre, bosh.
Yeah, there's no fight they can't put together now, is there?
No, because they've got
too much money.
Yeah,
too much money.
Love it.
What a lovely position to be.
I love it.
We'll be looking ahead to all of the games tonight in the Premier League as well. So it's a real busy show, but we're going to start, as Benny just alluded to, with Leeds United. They produced a very late comeback for the second week running to win 3-1 at Sheffield United and move 5 points clear at the top of the Championship. It was live on talkSPORT last night. So are any of the Premier League bottom three better than Leeds United?
Pushing and shoving going on, and much of the movement inside the penalty area as the header comes in, is off the underside of the bar and in. And Leeds United lead 2-1, and it is a monumental step towards the Championship title. And that is it, and that might be it in terms of who wins the Championship. Sheffield United 1, Leeds United 3.
It just shows, doesn't it, the character now within this Leeds United team.
And boos greet the final whistle as Leicester lose 6 home league games in a row.
And Ipswich Town, after what was a great start to the game where they could have led, they're now 4-1 down to Spurs.
Brighton were clear winners. Southampton 0, Brighton 4.
Yeah, great win for Leeds, that 3-1 away at Sheffield United. It's the second game running that Leeds have snatched a win late on after doing the same against Sunderland. That was last Monday. It leaves Daniel Farke side 5 points clear at the top of the Championship. He spoke to the media after the game, said that his side will never settle for just a point.
Our DNA is always like we want to attack, want to win the game, and of course sometimes when you can't win it you have to make sure that you don't lose it, but even the final stages we have this belief that we can score late goals and we go for it, even the toughest place in this league, and Bramall Lane is definitely one of the toughest, if not the toughest place to go.
Does it like Jason Cundy a bit, Daniel Farke, doesn't he?
Great voice.
Great voice. Great manager as well. Yeah, another game that Leeds have won late on. I really enjoyed the game, actually, as well.
Great advert for Championship football.
Really good advert. I was going to say the winner, but it wasn't. The third goal was an absolute whack, as you
from Joe Peru. And he's got ability. I mean, the goalkeeper, I thought on that one could have done a bit better.
Did you?
Well, he didn't go right into the corner.
I know, but there was a lot of pace on it.
Yeah, but as you said there, I mean, the fixture and the actual game was fantastic. I mean, both sides, and that's what I like about Championship football. You very rarely get a side that thinks, you know what, let's just try and hold on. They just go for it. And those two sides there, who are 2 of the 3 best teams in the division, absolutely just going for it. At one point, I thought, oh, do you know what, Sheffield United have got this. But for Leeds to get back, and when Firpo scored the header, which was a great header, by the way.
Some good headers last night.
I thought, okay, here we go. But Leeds, that never die attitude, 7 points over third now. I think that might be it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Unless
they fall off a cliff. I know there's still, is it 8 games left they've got to go?
More than
42, no, they've got 10 games left to go, right? Is it 46 they've got 12 games left?
46 games.
12 games left, right? Unless they fall...
13 games left.
No, they played 34.
Oh, yeah, I haven't updated it.
Yeah. Unless they fall off a cliff, they're what happens now, that Leeds, I just think they've got a goal difference of plus 50.
It's amazing. I do think, just alluding to what you're saying, I do think football, I know this is nuts to say, it just seems faster and quicker and more attacking in the games that I'm watching in the Championship.
And remember, there's no VAR.
I know, it's just bump, goal, I really enjoy. I watched the game last night. I really listened to it, rather. I really enjoyed that game.
As soon as a goal scored, see how quickly the reactions are. The fans are getting into it. The players run off.
It's so much better.
It's so much better. And I get it. VAR's brought in for a reason because I understand that. But when you look at some Premier League goals, you almost have to hold your breath. Hold on, what they're going to find that's wrong with this. Last night, I mean, it was just. It was a basketball match.
It was raw football, wasn't it?
I loved it.
Do you think, I mean, we've seen a great Leeds side in the Championship before come up to the Premier League and just stank the place out. Do you think this Leeds side's are better equipped than the previous one?
Well, only time will tell, because when they went up last time under Bielsa, that first season, they were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, weren't they? So, time will tell. I think this football that Daniel Farke was playing, well, actually then saying that, I mean, it didn't really resonate with Norwich, did it? Because he came up with Norwich and off they went.
Yeah.
But either way, what Leeds are doing right now, time will tell when they get back to the Premier League, are they equipped to deal with it? Listen, they're certainly a big side. They'll certainly attract the players. I'm not sure what level of player, but they'll certainly get some good players in. But I just think the advert for Championship football last night, I thought was outstanding.
Do you think they're better than the bottom three in the Premier League? They're better than Southampton?
They're probably better than two of the bottom three. There's one thing,
but not your beloved Ipswich.
No, but no, again, I always feel like it's hard to go paper for paper. Like on paper and go, they're better than them, because you don't know unless you
two different leagues.
When you get up there, it's whether you can handle it or you can't.
We'll take calls from Leeds fans. You must be very excited. Benny thinks it's almost done and dusted. Leeds United fans, how are you feeling? And tell me about the squad. Is this group of players better equipped to hack it in the Premier League? Josh is a Leeds United fan. Wants to have his say on Astro Radio. Hello, Josh. How are you?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Good, mate. Are you a boxing fan? You going to watch that one?
I mean, yeah, I like the boxing, but I don't know. I'll probably give it a miss, to be fair.
Oh, right, okay. I'm glad I asked that one on the back of Eddie being on the show. What would you like to say about your Leeds? I'll tell you what, your Leeds team, they're not giving anything a miss this season. They are flying at the moment. 5 points clear at the top of the Championship.
Yeah, it's been a good season, but you know, your question of are the current bottom three in the Premier League better than Leeds?
Yeah.
I think what you've got there is four very, very good Championship teams where we would probably take some of the bottom three players. They might have a look at some of ours, but it's such an even playing field between those four teams where I think we'd compete against them.
Okay, let me ask you there, because I asked Bentley this question. The team that you've got that looks like you may be playing Premier League football next season, better equipped, a better team than last time under Bielsa?
It's completely different, mate, and I'll tell you why. So when we went up with Bielsa, we hardly had any Premier League experience in that squad. He took them from mid-table Championship to ninth in the Premier League. Whereas this time, we've got the likes of Dan James, who played at Man United, Manor Solomon at Fulham and Spurs, Joe Rodon at Spurs, and then you've got the others that were in the Premier League with Leeds. So it's completely different. I mean, the team's not going to finish ninth in the Premier League. We need a lot of investment going up, but it's a difficult one to answer because you've got to spend a lot of money in that league.
Yeah.
Okay. Or your recruitment's got to be spot on.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's what we will do, though. I think we've got, we're in a good financial position. We sold nearly £170 million worth of players in the summer and spent something like 30 to 40 million. So we've got money there. Red Bull are going to be sniffing around again to want a little bit more of us. But it's going to be difficult, and we will probably end up like the bottom three next year. We're going to be fighting relegation. Let's be honest.
Already up, are you?
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah, dangerous game to play. Josh, what a great call. Thanks so much for that, man. Have a lovely afternoon.
Take care.
Cheers. There you go. Josh, the Leeds fan. In his mind, he's already up.
Yeah. I think they're up, but mate, complacency's a
long
big
way
thing.
to go. Totally.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.